Welcome to In the Tooth. Today we've got a bonus episode, the first ever bonus episode, In the Tooth, and this is a true story on how I got to look like this. If you're not watching on YouTube, or if you haven't been following me on social media the last week, I am without my big front tooth right now. And I've been getting a million questions of why I don't have a tooth, what happened. So here it is. This is a true story. I'm gonna break it all down for you right now. We're gonna take this thing back to 1997 in Windsor Locks, Connecticut. A small kid, Shawn Booth, who apparently I thought I wanted to be a skater boy. And I begged my mom to get me some rollerblades. And after months and months of asking for rollerblades, she finally got me a really nice pair, and I took them out for a spin, and I went around town thinking I was super cool in my new rollerblades, and then I came to this big hill, the biggest hill in Windsor Locks, Connecticut, and as I was going down this hill, I lost control, and I went to dodge a trash can, and then I went straight into the pavement, knocked out my tooth, and then just bleeding everywhere. At that point, I then had to rollerblade all the way back home, which was about a mile and a half. I was about 10 years old, and I walked into my house. My parents is bleeding all over the place, pouring from my face, my knees, my elbows. Since then, I've had several different teeth in there. Fast forward to 2008 or 2007, actually. I was playing soccer up in New Hampshire for Keene State College, and playing against a school called Middlebury. They were what we thought was a preppy school, and us tough kids up in New Hampshire, all we cared about was partying, girls, and playing soccer. They were the number 3 team in the country, and we took them to overtime. And at the end of regulation, I dove for a head ball and got kicked right in the face, right in the mouth. That tooth went through my lip. So again, had to get another tooth. And then since then, I've had a couple other teeth put in there. I was out at Honky Tonk Central. This was a week before I went on the show The Bachelorette, and I was talking to a girl, and I had a glass bottle, and somebody walked by me, and they hit my elbow. Bottle went through my tooth, knocked the tooth out, and this was probably 4 or 5 days before I was getting flown out to Los Angeles to go on the show. So I went to the dentist, and I told them I needed to get this fixed ASAP. They said it would take a couple weeks. I told them that I was very urgent because I was going on a show that a lot of people watched across the country. They put 2 and 2 together, and they were able to put in a new tooth. Fast forward to this past year, my crown was getting to its last days, so they had to put in an implant. And what an implant is, they screw, I don't know what they screw in, through your gums here, and then that has to sit and settle for about 3 months. I got this done in November, so it's past 3 months. I think it's 3 to 6 months to heal. After it heals and settles, they then put in your permanent tooth that I think you have for the rest of your life. And I went in there a couple weeks ago to get the permanent tooth, and they noticed that it was a little loose, so they had to actually take out the implant. It failed. And then they had to put a bunch of bone graft in there, and now we're back to step 1, and they have to wait for this to settle and heal and then try it again.
Is this all the same tooth?
This is all the same tooth.
I mean, that's insane. What are the odds that you're going to have all of those incidents happen to the same exact tooth and the other ones are unaffected?
Other ones are completely fine. Face first into the pavement, foot to the mouth, beer bottle, all on.
What type of weird simulation are you in?
I know. So I think now what the scary part is that if this doesn't work, then they have to do something else, which I think is like basically what I have now, where you have to take it in and out for like the rest of your life.
Yeah, that would suck.
Because the part of the gum, if it doesn't heal, they can't put anything in there.
Is this like your fault, or is this like a failed procedure? Like, I guess what I'm getting at is like...
Yeah, did the dentist suck or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the dentist is really good. And apparently there are just some of these procedures that just fail. So the first dentist I went to, who's a buddy of mine, he said, I don't even want to mess with this. I don't want to do this because I don't do these operations on friends or family because of the likelihood of it failing. So he's like, go to this guy who's the best in Nashville. And so here we are.
So do they, since it's like technically failed,
Yeah.
do they pay
Well,
for this?
That's a
or
good question because it costs about $4,000 or $5,000 to get
sit in
the
the
implant
chair.
done. So tough go. That's how I started off my Monday. I do have, I think they call these flippers. Flippers. But it's like a retainer with my tooth in it. So the fake tooth is super glued in there that you pop in and out.
Let's see it. Does it hurt?
Um,
I feel like you're in pain.
I was, last couple of days I've been in pain. But this still feels weird too. I feel like I still have a lisp with this thing. I got to get used to it. But yeah, they gave me painkillers. It was so swollen. They had to cut through the gums to see what was going on inside, and then just going at
Is
it.
it still hard to talk? With that in, is it hard to talk or no?
Yeah, I feel like it's still hard. But I just
Easier?
started wearing this today because I didn't wear it the last 2 days because I was just at home. I might just rock it without it and just go toothless. But now I have to wear this for at least 3 months. And then
Shut up.
3 months. You got to take it in and out every time you eat. Every time you eat.
So this is, there's not a solution. There's no faster solution.
That's why it sucks, yeah.
3 months?
3 months with this
Oh
retainer
my
thing. And then
gosh.
they go through the same process, put the post in, a fake tooth, and they said that they're probably going to have me wear another retainer to make sure that that doesn't mess up for another 3 to 4 months. So I'm looking at like 6, 7 months with one of these things in here. So by the time my baby's here, I'm going to have this thing still in my mouth, is what I keep
Dang.
thinking.
Okay, dude question.
Yeah.
Every dude's thinking, and I'm assuming. Can you like kiss with that thing in?
I haven't yet, yeah. I haven't tried.
Sheesh.
But I also feel like my mouth probably smells right now from all like the gums inside.
Sure, but like after like a week.
Yeah, you have to be able to kiss. I know like a lot of.
Yeah,
I
you're
walked
not
in the
gonna go
gym.
3 months without.
No, yeah. I went into the gym today and Carmen yells, "Hey, it's Timmy the Tooth!" And this dude just walks up and he pulls out the same thing. He's got a flipper in there.
Oh.
So it's like common. You can take it in and out.
Yeah.
But you don't want to do that for the rest of your life. And just this I don't know what it's called. Maybe a G9? Is that what they're called?
Your
The-
tooth
The
number?
numbers?
I know that that's how they do it. I don't know what
Yeah,
G9
G9 is
is.
completely random. Completely random guess there.
But like veneers. What if they just put something in that
I feel
was
like that's a whole. That's like every tooth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But
know
that
if
would
I
be
want to
better
do
than-
veneers.
Okay.
But that still,
would
you still need a post for that, right?
Yeah. They like, I'm pretty sure if I understand correctly, they like whittle your actual teeth down.
Right.
You're gonna get so fact checked on this because this is probably way wrong. But I'm pretty sure they like whittle your actual teeth down, and then they put the veneers on that.
Yeah.
Because if they were putting veneers on your teeth as they are regularly, I feel like your mouth would feel really congested.
Right. Yeah. So for that, I wouldn't have anything to whittle it down to. They still.
But
Have
they could maybe put something in there. Like they might be able to get like at least something small in there that doesn't. It doesn't matter how it looks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you rather, if they said we can put veneers on all your top teeth, and you'll be good,
Yeah.
and it'll cost you 10 grand, or you have to put this retainer in your mouth for the rest of your life? What would you rather?
Oh man, that's tough. I don't know if I like the look of veneers.
Sure.
I feel like some look very
There's
fake.
There's definitely dudes on TV that look like.
You're like, whoa, that looks like I like the look of my teeth. Minus this front one. I don't think I like the look of veneers. If that was like the last case scenario, I don't know, possibly. But then you'd have to do all of them. Then what about the bottoms? You got to do the bottoms too? I guess it all depends on.
Yeah, I guess I don't really know.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll keep you guys posted here. I had like some guy come to my house yesterday. He was working on like pest control and mosquitoes and all this stuff. And he opens the door. And I'm like, what's up? And I could barely talk. My lip is like 2 inches big, and I'm bleeding from my mouth. I'm like, I just had a dental surgery this morning. He's like, dude, I'm being honest with you, I can't even tell. I'm like, shut up, dude.
I can't even tell.
I'm like, yeah, you can tell. Super nice kid. He was trying to sell me something.
You got you got that window fixed that Walter
Windows
just
fixed.
destroyed.
Yep. Windows fixed from Walter. Walter was sick all week with diarrhea. I had to get a new tooth.
Dude, this guy's had a rough couple days.
It's been a rough week.
Me and Sam Cat were at Whiskey Jam.
I heard. I saw. You sent me a photo.
Yeah, we had a great time. I had never seen Sam Cat in the wild.
Was she with a man?
She was with, I think, coworkers or friends. She was with like a group of 4 people.
Okay, because I was FaceTiming her before she went out, and she was getting all dressed up. I was like, where are you going? And she's like, nowhere. I'm like, you're going somewhere.
Oh, really?
And she didn't want to tell me. I'm like, are you going on a date? And she wouldn't tell me.
I didn't really pay attention to... I just was standing on like the balcony, and I turned around, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Sammy.
Yeah.
And then we chit-chatted. She met my wife, and Alex was there too, and we kind of all hung out for like 10 minutes, and then...
Gone.
She
forever. Disappeared. She's probably still out there, actually.
Yeah.
She was scared to tell me what she was doing because she knew I was going to somehow use it against her in the podcast that she's with a guy.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you all the ammo you need.
Give me all the ammo. Thanks for tuning in to In the Tooth, and hopefully the last episode of In the Tooth.